Hey folks, welcome once again to New Music Release Time. I am Brad, bringing you some of the new music being released here in the United States on Friday, September 6th. The first act, the first band, the first album I want to tell you about is a band called the Black Star Riders. If you've never heard of them before, they were originally a incarnation of the band Thin Lizzy. Of course, Phil Lynott died a long time ago, so Thin Lizzy really hasn't been Thin Lizzy for a long time. However, there was a touring version here a while back of Thin Lizzy, roughly around, say, 2009 or so, that was fronted by a guy named Ricky Warwick. And that particular band has morphed into the Black Star Riders. And it's kind of cool because if you listen to some of their music, you can tell that there is a Phil Lynott, Thin Lizzy thing going on with the way some of the lyrics are delivered and the way Ricky Warwick sings some of the songs. And especially now with these Black Star Riders, you can hear it in some of the songs as well. So I kind of like them, though. I think their music is getting better and better. This album is called Another State of Grace. So if you're a rock music fan, if you ever liked Thin Lizzy or anything like that, I strongly suggest you check out the Black Star Riders and their new album, Another State of Grace. I'm looking forward to testing it out myself here this weekend. Another act that you've probably heard of before that has a new album coming out here on Friday, September 6th, Iggy Pop, the original Stooges frontman, his 18th studio album. It's called Free. I've done a little bit of reading on it. Not sure this is going to be very good. I think the thing about Iggy Pop and the Stooges is if you like that music, you like that classic, taste of Iggy Pop, the stuff he's been putting out lately probably isn't that same kind of music. I think that a lot of main fans of Iggy Pop are probably disappointed with some of the albums that have been coming out lately. But anyway, Iggy Pop's Free is coming out as well. Also, here's one that I'm not terribly excited about, although I did give a listen to a track, and I probably will give it a try. Chrissie Hynde, the Pretenders frontwoman, has a new album coming out. It's called Valve Bone Woe. It is a jazz-influenced album of cover songs. Don't know how I feel about that. I personally not a big jazz fan. She says she loves to do cover songs. She loves cover songs, which also I'm not a big fan of cover songs. But the song I heard actually wasn't horrible, so I might give it a try. Again, it's Chrissie Hynde, her jazz-influenced album called Valve Bone Woe. Another band, kind of a classic rock band, Status Quo. If you've ever heard of them before, English rock band, started off in the late 60s and 70s. They have their 33rd studio album coming out. It's called Backbone. Once again, that's Status Quo. Not spent a lot of time listening to Status Quo, so this will be something I'm checking out, and we'll see if it's the kind of music that I might dig. I'm not really sure, believe it or not. So, Sister Hazel. You probably remember them. They've been around for over 20 years. They're, of course, big hit back in 1997 called All for You, I think is what the song was called. They have their new album coming out. It's a 7-song EP. It's called Earth. They've kind of gone from that alternative rock sound, kind of angling towards the country kind of sound. So I guess they're still alternative, but I don't know. There's a lot of that crossover stuff going on these days where these bands get a little too soft. It's like either they go by way of Imagine Dragons, like the Goo Goo Dolls did, Vomit, and get way too poppy and produced, or these bands go kind of more in an alternative country direction, which kind of always fits Sister Hazel. And finally, the last act I wanted to mention, only because I've come across some of their music, there's a band called Lower Dens. That's Dens. They have a new album out called The Competition. They are a female-fronted, kind of an indie pop, dream pop band out of Baltimore. It's kind of some interesting music. Not quite as techno as Erasure, but kind of deep, maybe a little political. Again, it's called Lower Dens is the band name, and the album is called The Competition. So there you have it. Those are the new albums coming out Friday, September 6th. Let me know what you think if you've got a chance, or if I forgot something, drop a comment down below. And please don't forget to subscribe. Really appreciate you coming by and watching and listening. And I'd love to hear more from you. So please stay in touch. Thanks for joining me. See you.